There's a couple of tweets that I want you to look at. This one is from Donald Trump. What has happened in Orlando is just the beginning. Our leadership is weak and ineffective. I called it and asked for the ban. Must be tough. Well, guess what? You could have banned everybody that you wanted to ban, but this was an American citizen, so he wouldn't have been part of the ban. He has never left the country. He has stayed within the country, so your ban would not have worked with him. But that comment is chicken shit. Why not just leave it with your original tweets, which in fairness, you do state how sorry you are for what happened, etc., and just left it there instead of trying to make political hay on this. Now, you're not the only one that did this. President Obama, when he gave his speech, he touched on gun violence for one sentence and then moved on. He didn't try to make any hay out of this or push it. Clinton, on the other hand, tweeted out a bunch of stuff regarding gun bans, etc. So she tried to make a little hay out of this. But hang on for a second, because this wasn't the only tweet that he shot out like that. Now, in another tweet that Fox put up, Trump tweeted out in his remarks today, President Obama disgracefully refused to even say the words radical Islam. For that reason alone, he should step down. Who gives a fuck what words are used? I mean, that's the mark of a prick that's turning an American tragedy into something political. And I've always said Trump was a prick, and I wasn't joking. And here's another tweet he sent out regarding Hillary Clinton. He tweeted out, if Hillary Clinton, after this attack, still cannot say the two words radical Islam, she should get out of this race for the presidency. What the fuck does saying radical Islam have to do with this tragedy? You could call it fucking applesauce. Okay, call them applesauce eaters. What difference does it make? What we need to do is go get these pricks. Now, whether you agree with Obama or not for using the word, and to be honest with you, I agree with him, because see what's going to happen, and it's already started. You're going to get a bunch of these nuts that are going to take it upon themselves, and they're going to start attacking Muslims. So now if everybody starts screaming radical Islam, these white supremacist right-wing guys, they're going to take it upon themselves to start going after the Muslim community. And when they start fucking around with the black Muslims, that really is going to start it. Then on top of that, you're going to piss off the very people that you need the help from, and those are the Muslim countries over there. Yeah, we're probably going to need to get some troops on the ground, but more than that, we need to attack these guys in the cyber world. You're not going to change the ideology of these guys by trying to kill them off. Because for everyone that you kill, you are going to create somebody that's going to be pissed off because you killed their mother, father, sister, brother, sons, and daughters. You don't change ideology like that. If you're going to change people's minds, you have to work on their minds and not try to destroy their bodies. Now, with that being said, those weren't, Trump wasn't the only guy that acted like a total asshole. You had the lieutenant governor from guess where, Texas. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick received a swift backlash for tweeting a picture of a Bible verse hours after the carnage at the nightclub occurred, suggesting that the victims got what they deserved. He tweeted out Galatians 6:7. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? He got so many negative tweets jumping up his ass that he deleted it and replaced it with Psalm 37:39. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. Yeah, I guess that evangelical bullshit line that he wants to use, and that tack that he wants to take, it didn't go over too well, and he quickly got that out of there. So, people, we're all Americans. I don't care if you're straight, gay, white, black, or in between. These motherfuckers attacked us, okay? They attacked us, and they specifically targeted the gay and lesbian people, LGBTQ, whatever the initials are these days. I don't really keep up with it myself. But those guys are Americans. There were young kids in there, 20 years old. I think the oldest person in there was 37. But they were all Americans in there. So we need to come together, put our differences aside. I don't give a shit about the gun debate. I got my opinion, you got yours. God bless you, God bless me, whichever way it goes. All right? But we need to go get these guys. And we need to get them every flipping way possible. If we're going to have to go over there and take their territory back, then, something, let's just make up our mind, get enough guys together, go over there and clean house, okay? But clean house the right way and make sure when we leave that there's no seeds left in order to germinate and grow into different terrorist organizations. We need to get on their asses as far as the internet's concerned, and trust me, we know how to do it. We just got to come up with the ideology, or get those Arab countries over there to come up with the ideology that we can use to fight these guys on the internet, and make sure we take down the really, really bad sites, and we can do that. So you can't tell me that we can't. Now, there's a whole lot of back and forth as far as the suspension of our liberties, or the increase in monitoring of communications here and there. I don't know which side on that I fall. I mean, I don't really give a shit about somebody looking, at my emails, because I really don't email a lot. I really don't even care about them looking at my texts, because I got nothing to hide. But I understand that privacy is privacy, and a lot of people don't want other people looking at their shit. So, they can figure that part of it out. But we need to be able to track these guys. Now, this guy, I seriously doubt there was really any way to stop him, because it looks like he made up his mind to do what he did within a week. And based on, he's a security guard, he had a weapons carry permit. So, unless somebody basically could read this guy's mind, this one was going to be difficult to stop. And we're not going to be able to stop every single one of them. But, I believe thus far we've done a fairly decent job of keeping this stuff down to a minimum. But when, one goes by the boards, if we miss one, this is the kind of stuff that happens. So we just have to work harder to try to stop these things, as much as possible. But we again have to go after those guys over there. We need to get them over there. If we can get them over there, knock down their numbers, attack and defeat their ideology, things might not be perfect, but they will end up being a hell of a lot better. But we also need to call our own people to account when they turn a tragedy like this into a political opportunity or a religious opportunity like Donald Trump has done, as well as Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. And that's my take. Thoughtful comments, no problem. If you get stupid, I'm going to ban you, mute you, and block you.